But Zuckerberg is, to me, an interesting guy because he's married happily. He's a family guy. He's very loyal to his employees. I know executives at Facebook that have been there literally 20 plus years, as long as Facebook has been in existence. And he is searching for the right answers. He's an accountable guy. Lots of mistakes have been made at Facebook. You remember that very famous congressional testimony where there were people that have committed suicide, teenagers, cyberbullied, committed suicide. He stood up, tried to be accountable for that. He's trying to make the right changes. I tell my friends, I'm not a fan of social media for these young kids. Maybe the Australians are right, ban it until they're 16. It is a substance, okay? It's a dopamine substance, but it's going to exist, Katty.
I agree that it's going to exist. Do you think the Zuckerberg who stood up in his suit and tie in congressional hearings and kind of did a mea culpa, and he did a similar mea culpa after January the 6th, as we said, and he did a similar mea culpa after the massacre of Rohingya Muslims in Burma because Facebook had been accused of being the platform on which conspiracies spread against these people, and then they were subject to genocidal attacks. Do you think that is the Mark Zuckerberg who is the real Mark Zuckerberg? Or do you think the real Mark Zuckerberg is the one we are seeing now who is, actually, I never really wanted to do any content moderation. Let this be, as he said in that video that he put out, this is a moment of free speech. And he's getting back to my understanding from interviews with people who work in the company is that actually this is what he's very comfortable with this much more libertarian, let's not police this, let's not try and stamp out misinformation, that's actually what he feels these social media platforms should really be.
I think it's both. I think there's a portfolio in his brain where some of it is just these are things I need to do for my company. Some of it is I'm actually way more libertarian than people originally thought when I got to Silicon Valley. And I think some of it is, hey, I'm not stupid. Donald Trump is not the normal politician. He's oligarchic and he's Putin-esque. And I don't want to be on the wrong side of him because him and his minions at the Department of Justice can hassle me.